Children, have you ever met the Bogeyman before? No, of course you haven't, for you're much too good, I'm sure. Don't you be afraid of him if he should visit you. He's a great big...
Hello Aquarius, welcome to your October 2018 reading with me, Pisces Priestess. So hopefully you like my little altar that I've set up, guys, for Halloween. I've got my candle here, my white candle to represent the light, and then I've got my black candle to represent the dark. And you know, I'm not sure if you guys can notice from back there or not, but we got a significantly less amount of light than we do darkness, and I just thought that was really symbolic for the time of year we're approaching. If you didn't know, Libra is the start of the second half of the zodiac wheel. So Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, we symbolize the second half of the zodiac wheel, the darker, the spiritual, the more depth. We're not human, basically, to put it simply. We're not human, but Aries through Virgo are the more physical, human, light half of the wheel. Now Aquarius, you're still light because you're an air sign. I believe air and fire are light and water and earth are dark. But when we look at things on the zodiac wheel, you know, you definitely represent that darker time. If you notice, Aquarius season is kind of at the tail end of winter, heading into, well, I would say Aquarius season is definitely in winter, February. And then we head into Pisces and Aries, which is spring. So, you know, around fall, the sun is literally at its weakest. The light is obviously, you know, it's less right now. We're headed into a more darker time with this Scorpio energy, with the sun gaining weakness. It's getting gray, at least where I'm from. You know, it's fall. We're going into winter. You know, winter is like the darkest time, and it's the coldest. So, you know, we've got some light and dark balance going on. I did my best to kind of incorporate that this month with the candles. Libra is all about balance between the light and the dark. This is the time of year where we really need both, guys. And so I used 3 different decks. I used my Wisdom of the House of Night deck for the dark. Dark is just what you can't see. And that's what we're going to be able to see the dark a lot more, and the light is going to become hidden. The dark is going to become seen. So there's definitely this play on duality right now. I used my Indigo Angel for the light, and then I'm just going to, I clarified. I already have your reading, obviously. You can probably see. Yeah, and so I clarified with the regular tarot. And I have these really cool gloves on that I used this month for Halloween. So I didn't want to potentially affect the reading with my shuffling with these, but they're pretty cool, and I don't think they would affect the shuffling. But just to be safe, I just took them off to shuffle, and then now I'm recording for you guys. So this is beginning of October, middle of October, end of October, or past, present, future, however it applies to you guys. It could go either way. So just follow your own intuition, Aquarius, and we're going to get going with this reading now. And another cool thing I wanted to mention is that you're going to realize when I upload your video tonight, I'm doing your reading 5th. So I did Libra 1st, I did Scorpio 2nd, I did Sagittarius 3rd, and Capricorn 4th, and Aquarius is 5th. Usually I do Leo 5th. Leo is your opposite sign. But this month, I'm doing my readings opposite, and I think I'm going to continue to do this. So next month, I'm going to be starting with Scorpio first, and that means that, you know, Aquarius, your video will be 3rd. 1, 2, Scorpio. So your video will be 4th. Alright? So I think I'm going to continue to do this. I've never done my videos like this. I always keep it in order, so it's very weird, but when it comes to Libra, Libra is the 1st house instead of Aries, their opposite sign. Instead of Taurus being the 2nd house, Scorpio is the 2nd house, so it's flipped. So I have flipped the universe, and so Aquarius, it's very nice to talk to you guys earlier on in the month. Usually I have to wait till the last. You guys are the 11th sign, so Pisces and Aquarius are like some of the last readings I always do. So it's really cool to see what's going on for us quicker than what I usually would. So hello. So to start October out, guys, the card from the Wisdom of the House of Night, we have Obedience, perfect card for Libra season, a card of rules and regulations. This is such a Libra energy. And speaking of Libra energy, Libra is your 9th house of learning and higher philosophy, education, long distance travel. Libra is an air sign, so this season is probably very mentally abundant for you. You know, communication, socializing, charismatic, all that kind of stuff. But this card, Obedience, it's more of a Saturnian energy. And, you know, this looks like the Justice card to me. So you entered October being obedient to something, Aquarius. Perhaps this Libra energy, maybe you're just trying to follow the certain rules, okay? Because this card does talk about knowing that certain rules are set in place for a reason, okay? So this could be universal rules. This could be rules in a game that you're playing, or rules like at a job or something. But October is about doing things the right way for you, Aquarius, especially at the beginning. Like, you stepped into October really on your P's and Q's, really trying to, you know, blindly balance things out. So, you know, trying to take a middle stance in things and not really get too caught up in left or right or yes or no. Like, you're just kind of taking a middle stance, and you're trying to be that peacemaker, right? You're trying to be that fair humanitarian. But you've got this sword like Libra, and you got this balance scale like Libra. So you could be dealing with a Libra, or you could have your own Libra energy in your chart. Or this is just Libra season, really, really fresh, coming into October. But you started very obedient. Maybe you're just being obedient when it comes to your life, or when it comes to, you know, your job. But you're trying to do everything the right way so that it could get done the right way. Okay? So there's something here about the truth. And we have the 4 plus 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is like subconscious energy, which is Capricorn for you. So Aquarius is always obedient because you have Saturn in your 12th house. So your subconscious is really, you know, there's certain rules right now that Saturn is restricting you by subconsciously, Aquarius, because Capricorn is your 12th house. And we do have Capricorn showing up in your reading. So we'll get to that here. But we have obedience. And, you know, we have learned something new. We have the card, learn something new. So there's something that you can learn when it comes to this obedience. We do have Libra, Sag, and Capricorn showing up for you. This to me is a very Libra energy. This to me is a very Temperance card energy with the 1 foot. And plus Sag is all about learning. So perhaps Libra, Sagittarius, and Capricorn season is important. Scorpio is left out there, so perhaps Scorpio is a bit of an interesting season for you guys. I guess we'll see next month, right? But we do have a Libra and a Sagittarius showing up here, so that might have something to do with the beginning of October for you. Maybe some of you left a Libra for a Sag. Maybe some of you left a Sagittarius for a Libra. And if not, maybe you guys are, you know, traveling, okay, because we do have travel here with this card and with the 9th house of Libra. So you can learn from obedience right now. You're learning something new coming into October, trying new waters, testing things out, just like the Temperance card. And the cards that we have clarifying that is the 6 of Swords, Aquarius. So this is also travel. So if you guys did any traveling, now this is long distance travel. And this could have been done in your mind. I don't know if you guys mentally traveled somewhere, or if you're just mentally taking down planning for travel in the future. But Libra is all about travel for you guys because it's the 9th house of learning. So we have a lot of 9th house energy coming up here for you when it comes to this Libra looking individual and this travel and this learning. This is literally a Sagittarius energy, which is the 9th house. But for you, it's Libra. So if you guys are thinking about traveling somewhere at the beginning of October, just know that doing so will have you learn new things. There's something that you could learn from travel right now. There's something you can learn from testing new waters, especially if you're not feeling very emotionally stable, Aquarius. Anything that, now I don't know if you can hear that rain, but it is raining outside and I have my window slightly cracked. So, you know, hopefully that's not distracting. It's quite peaceful to me. So, but yeah, you can learn by leaving. There's something that you're leaving, Aquarius, and it could have to do with a child, because we have a child in this boat, and then someone who's hidden, okay, and then some kind of man who's actually getting these two people across this river. So this is the mental decision to leave something in October, okay? And you're leaving for a good reason. Now, you might regret what you're leaving behind, but, you know, for every ending, there's a beginning. And for every closed door, there's another open door. So you can learn by leaving this month, Aquarius, whether it's leaving a relationship or leaving a home, leaving a job. This is a leaving card, and you will regret it. You know, like, you're leaving with sorrow. But look at how rocky these waters were. Something just wasn't working out there. And so you're really trying to test new waters, you know. You're dipping your foot into much calmer waters, all right? And there's a lot of calmer waters up here in the distance where you're headed to. You're headed towards land, but you're just being obedient to the universe. And you're kind of just following instructions and trying to establish a balanced foundation for yourself. Because I do see that this woman is balancing on it. So Libra season was all about obedience for you. You headed into October trying to learn new things from this Libra energy. Maybe this is a school energy for some of you. Some of you guys could really be in school around this time, and you're trying to be obedient to, you know, your master's degree or your, you know, bachelor's degree. You're learning something, and you're being obedient to this learning energy. So you're kind of taking on the position of a student, which I totally understand, because Libra is also my 9th house as a Capricorn rising. Libra is my 9th house, and Aries is my 3rd house. So you guys could be making some changes here, traveling because of school. There's something here about school and, you know, distance. Maybe some of you guys are, you know, moving because school is like far away or something. But for those of you who that doesn't resonate with, I think you're just learning something new about the rules that have been put in place. And there's some sort of travel here, okay, with the 6 of Swords. Some sort of travel and leaving. And that is an air energy. That's you, Aquarius, mental. Air, sword energy. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So maybe we'll come back to that message. But let's go on to your present moment. We have invisible. So it was really interesting for me to notice this figure here who's kind of invisible in this situation. She's kind of cloaked, and then we have the blindfold with this obedience. So this is about the seen and the unseen. Like, there's something that you're not seeing, and you're still trying to balance. Even though you don't see the full picture, Aquarius, you're still trying to be balanced. You're still trying to learn something new, even though there's invisible things involved, even though there's certain blindfolds. So this talks about feeling a bit invisible, Aquarius, and this is your present moment. Whenever you're watching this video, this should apply to you now. So you could be just a little bit behind the scenes in the middle of October, or in your present moment. You could definitely be kind of in a different world, because this woman is in front of a kind of a mirror, and there's like a portal there, okay? So jumping into the unknown, you know, being obedient and doing what it takes to balance something out, even though you really don't have all the details, which is very risky for Aquarius, because you guys like to mentally calculate. So that might be why you're kind of regretting, you know, as you're traveling to this new place or this new world or this new thing or this new relationship, you're kind of a little bit mentally hesitant. That's why it talks about regret in this picture, because you're trying something new and learning something new, even though you don't have the full picture. You're just being obedient to what you know needs to be done mentally. And in your present moment, you know, you're working with this invisible energy. So, you know, you have like this invisible cloak right now, Aquarius, to do things behind the scenes. And the card validating that, now we do have the 16th. So I don't know if October 16th is important, but that is the middle of October. And this is your present moment. So if you're watching this on the 16th, then you're just right on the money. But yeah, this is 6 plus 1. So that will be either you're feeling very invisible on this, maybe something very secretive or invisible happens on the 16th. Keep in mind, invisible can be like lies or illusions or anything. But this card talks about not feeling like you fit in. Now, Aquarius, you're an alien. You'll never fit in with the rest of us. And I say the rest of us very lightly, because I'm not human either. But this card comes out for those who don't feel like they're fitting in. And, you know, Aquarius is always alienated. You guys hardly ever feel like you're around people of your own kind. So, you know, your soul tribe is coming up here, Aquarius. Your soul family. That's where you'll find love. That's where you'll find friendship, in that kind of community, okay? But in your relationships, 6 plus 1 is 7. Relationships, Libra stuff. You know, you could be feeling kind of invisible in your relationships, Aquarius, or there might just be some invisible stuff going on behind the scenes in your relationships. This is co-workers, you know, friendships. This is romantic relationships too. So there's something invisible going on there. And it's so interesting. In the back of this card, look what we got. We have, I don't know if you can see that, Aquarius, but we have like kind of the same imagery that we have. You see that kind of, I'll just show you. I see it. In the back of this card, we have that shore, and then we have those trees back there. All right, so maybe you guys leave somebody secretly, because this is invisible. So this is an invisible trip, an invisible vacation, leaving somebody in the night, secretly leaving a relationship. Yes, I see that for sure for some of you guys, and that's why you're regretting it, because you're leaving like in a secret way, like you're doing something secretively, and it might have to do with a relationship. Now, I really do feel that, Aquarius, that some of you guys are really doing something invisible this month. Like, no one's seeing you do it. No one's seeing you take this trip or, you know, move the distance. But it has to do with water. It has to do with moving across water. But these cards are very similar. There's like in the distance of that card, there's trees back there and water. So I'm feeling like these two cards are linked. Okay. Alright, and you're trying to test new waters. You're trying to test new things, learning something new from this travel. Sometimes you have to learn something new from behind the scenes. So the other oracle card coming out is Trust in Reverse. So it's interesting that I was talking about invisibility and how in relationships that can be certain lies. So maybe this isn't you, Aquarius. Maybe you feel that someone took a secret trip in October and broke your trust or something. Maybe this is why you're moving or why you're leaving something behind at the beginning of October. Maybe at the beginning of October you're just mentally thinking about this trip, or you're mentally thinking about leaving something or moving or traveling. Mental travel. That's what Libra rules for you, is mental travel. And that's what the Six of Swords is, mental and emotional travel. Okay, so this travel could be taking place in your mind, but I feel like either if this is someone else who did something behind your back, or who's being kind of like they're just secretive right now, like they're just kind of invisible, like you used to be able to see them, and now in your present moment either you or someone else is just kind of not there or not present. They're very invisible. This is Scorpio energy. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. And I feel like Capricorn got the invisible card, so you could be dealing with a Capricorn as well. Yeah, so we have Trust in Reverse. So there's something here that you don't trust completely. And this is going to be different for all of you, but I feel like that you don't trust this completely because it's not fully seen. Like, you can't see it fully. You know, how do you trust the darkness? And it's really interesting that that's coming up, Aquarius, because it is about trusting in what you can't see. There's a message here about that all month, because we had that balance. Remember, we had that blindfold in the obedience card. So I think you guys are being obedient, following the rules, secret rules and stuff. And maybe you're told to go somewhere at the beginning of October, and you're not really sure where you're going, because it's like you're headed towards the invisible. You're headed towards something that you can't see completely. And you probably are, you know, losing a little bit of trust in that situation, Aquarius. Or maybe this, for some of you, has to do with your relationships. Like, trust was broken in your relationship because of an invisible vibe that you're able to pick up on, okay? So invisible, something invisible. Like, you're not trusting in what you can't see fully, which I totally get as an Aquarius. Oh my God. Now, the card crossing that is the Devil, okay? So, wow. This has to do maybe with a Capricorn for some of you. Capricorn did get the invisible card. So there's something here with a Capricorn and Aquarius, because they both got the invisible card, and now Capricorn is coming out on top of that invisible card. So I don't know if there's just some hidden toxicity going on with you, Aquarius, in your friendships, in your groups, in your community. There's some kind of hidden toxicity, and if there's anything worse than toxicity, it's invisible toxicity. It's toxicity that you can't see in your present moment. But we have this Capricorn, this invisible Capricorn. Maybe some of you guys lost trust in a Capricorn in your present moment. In the middle of October, you lose trust for a Capricorn. Maybe it has to do with an addiction. Maybe someone's hiding an addiction from you, Aquarius. I'm not sure. And now, keep in mind, addictions can be people, places, or things. It doesn't have to be just drugs or anything. It just could be codependency. But there is some kind of invisible addiction or invisible toxic element. Maybe it's a invisible third party And you are not trusting this, okay? You're not trusting this situation that has to do with a Capricorn. Because you're not trusting the invisibility of it. Now, the Devil card is all, now this is your subconscious, Aquarius. So you may need to trust in your subconscious right now, which is Capricorn energy for you. And that's basically trusting your intuition, trusting spiritually, okay? But we have the Devil here. So this is like chains. Maybe there's someone who's manipulating your trust. I don't know, Aquarius. I don't like it. I don't like this energy at all. So let me just see here, because I feel like this is important in your present moment. This does, for some of you, this is seriously a relationship or a partnership that you're losing trust in because of the invisible elements that you're able to feel and not see. Okay. Now remember, you don't always need physical proof for things. If you feel that this is happening and you know that you're not trusting this situation, then this is the devil, the devil's in the details. You're losing trust, or yeah, you're losing trust in something. And it's because of something like this. Like, there's some kind of invisible element here. I think maybe someone broke your trust. For some of you, this is someone who is still doing a drug. When they said that they would quit drinking, they would quit doing a drug. You know, some of you guys are really dealing with hidden forces right now. Hidden forces of evil. Hidden forces of chains and toxicity. Maybe there's someone who's secretly codependent. But this is something that you're chained to. Now, Aquarius, this could be you. You know, you could have the addiction, some of you. And some of you could be hiding the fact that you're breaking someone's trust. I don't know how that's going to go for all of you, but there's something invisible here. Man, I don't like this. I do not like this. I don't know. I don't know if someone loses trust in you, Aquarius. I don't know. But it has to do with the Capricorn energy. It has to do with something that's hidden. And whatever it is, you're losing trust in your present moment. Because you're following your intuition, you're following your subconscious. The devil is also a subconscious force, okay? Keep in mind that these two people are not chained there. They could leave at any moment. See how big those chains are? But they're choosing to stay there because they feel that they don't have any power. Ooh, Aquarius, I don't know about that. I don't know about what's going on for you guys in the present moment or what's going on for you in the middle of October. But be prepared. Maybe this is just some kind of lust, because the Devil card is also lust and passion. So I feel like maybe maybe you guys are feeling some hidden lust and some hidden passion for someone. And I feel like some of you are dealing with more than one person, or you're dealing with someone who's dealing with more than one person, because why would your trust be in reverse? Never trust the devil. Okay, never trust the devil. Very, very interesting. Let's move on to the future and see how this all plays out. So, Aquarius, we have chaos in your future for the end of October, okay? So you end October with some kind of tornado-like energy. This is chaos. This is drama, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, Scorpio got this card. Okay, so the number 9, it could be a Sagittarius, or you could just be learning. Now we have Sagittarius here twice. I feel like some of you are dealing with Libra, Sag, Capricorn, Scorpio. But there could be more signs, because I do see Leo here too. So I'm not sure, but there's some sort of chaos that's coming in at the end of the month. There's basically a tornado siren going off right now for your future. Like, this is a nice heads up for you, Aquarius, that there's some kind of tornado touching down at the end of the month. Okay, so please take shelter. Make sure that you're prepared for this storm metaphorically, because this is going to uproot some stuff. This is my Tower card in this deck. Okay, now we're learning. You can learn from this chaos, because whatever is uprooted, this is just transformation, right? This is just something that needs to happen, because this was not on solid ground. And you know, you're all about stability, Aquarius. So this is just sudden endings and changes. Now this is a drama card too, so be very careful of any drama that kind of sparks with Scorpio season. I mean, this is Scorpio season. Scorpio is all about transformation. So this tornado tower could definitely be Scorpio season. Maybe Scorpio season is just going to be a little bit spirally for you guys. It could be a little bit chaotic, especially because Scorpio got this energy too. So there's just some kind of chaos, Aquarius. Now, it's good that you can learn. This is educational chaos. Maybe some of you guys are dealing with chaos when it comes to school, or when it comes to learning or something. Or maybe this is some kind of travel. I do see that somebody traveled somewhere, and during those travels there was something that broke somebody's trust. Maybe they did a drug or something. I don't know, man. It's creepy. This reading is creepy. But it's not all bad, Aquarius. There's just some certain stuff going on, okay? Now, interestingly enough, we have the same card that Scorpio had. I kid you not, some of you need to watch the Scorpio video because they got these two cards. But Scorpio started October like this. You are ending October like this. So I don't know if a Scorpio did something to you at the beginning of the month and now you're paying for it at the end of the month. Scorpio's involved here somehow. But, you know, the message here, Aquarius, is the same message I gave Scorpio. You are not alone in this chaos. And what that means is you did not cause this chaos on your own. Like, this was happened on, this is an outside influence, you know, but it's just really important that during times of chaos where things seem to be destructive and falling apart, like, it, you know, it's really important for you to know that you're not alone at the end of October, okay? Whatever this chaos, now this could be something small for some of you, for others of you it's going to be kind of larger. But, you know, interestingly we have this, the Ace of Pentacles, you know, clarifying this end of October. So it's kind of like the Tower card. Like, this is just sudden opportunity of change, and it's good. This is the universe giving you an opportunity to change something that's chaotic in your life. This is an opportunity to no longer be alone financially or something like that, because I do see codependency. There could be some codependent finances, like you might be taking care of someone financially and they're not holding their own. I think some of you guys are going towards a Capricorn energy. Okay, but we have this Ace of Pentacles, so this is a new financial windfall, a new job. It's anything, Aquarius. This could be anything. The universe is giving you a gift that is physical. It's something that you need. You know, the Ace of Pentacles is something that you value, so it could be a new home. It could be a new relationship, whatever it is that you need at the end of the month. For some of you, it's going to be money. You know, for some of you, this is a increase at your job or just something here about money. And so don't be too worried about the chaos that you're going through at the end of the month, because it's going to lead you to better and bigger opportunities from the universe. And that's usually what chaos in the Tower card bring, okay? So really interesting reading here, Aquarius. I do see that you guys are, you know, this could just be your 10th house of career that's being affected. And, you know, Scorpio is your 10th house of career. And now I'm hearing a plane. So some of you guys are, if you're traveling on a plane this month, that would definitely be long distance travel. So if you get on a plane in October, there might be a message here about that. Maybe some of you are traveling for work. But we have the first half of October really centered around your education, learning, school, travel. Okay, and then at the end of the month we move from your 9th house to your 10th house, which is Scorpio. So there's going to be a lot of transformation that takes place in your careers, Aquarius, when it comes to the end of the month. And look at this. This is a tornado. This is like a financial, maybe you guys are dealing with chaos in your money. Maybe this is a chaotic career or something from you, and you're needing desperately a new beginning financially. Maybe some of you guys are going to need, there might be some kind of destruction that takes place at the end of the month. Your home, or maybe you're with a car, where you're going to need finances to repair this destruction. So just be on the lookout for that. But you're not alone, Aquarius. The universe has got your back, okay? Look at you hear that horn going off? So just synchronicities, okay? And be very careful with people who are chained to you financially, because I think Aquarius is really trying to leave toxic situations mentally this month, okay? So before we end your video, I want to go back and talk about all these cards when it comes to the underlying energy. So remember, we had that obedience card, we had invisible, and we had chaos. So there is an invisible chaos coming in at the middle and the end of October. But we have the playful card to clarify the wisdom of the House of Night deck. So this is about, this is another hidden energy, 44, that's number 8. Some of you are really dealing with a Scorpio or a Leo, because we have this little tiger here, this little kitten, okay? So, you know, the way through this is the same thing I'm going to tell about Sagittarius. I told Sagittarius too, that because they got the playful card. Just try to be a little bit more, less serious, Aquarius. You know, when it comes to chaos, I mean, it's hard to play around when it comes to chaos, but, you know, you are really, really serious in October because you're headed into a very serious house, which is the 10th house, the devil's energy, Capricorn's energy, your career. Finances are going to be really, really important for you at the end of October. And it's hard, you know, just be very careful not to leave behind your inner child. Make sure you're still doing things that cause you pleasure, you know, make sure you're still playing, being playful. You know, and we have letting go. So some of you are letting go of a Scorpio, letting go of a Leo. We have the 44 and the 22. So that's a synchronicity. That's 2-2 and 4-4. So some of you guys are really letting go of playfulness in order to be more serious. And you know, Aquarius, that might be best for you. But you're letting go of something. And it's interesting that we have that because we have this letting go energy too. Okay, so when it comes to learning something new, and when it comes to your trust in reverse and you are not alone, we have love yourself. So you're learning something new in October about the love you have for yourself, Aquarius, about the lack of trust that you have in other people. Some of you are just simply dealing with the lack of trust. Like you just have trust issues, Aquarius, in your present moment. And the way through that is to love yourself. And you know, when you love yourself, you are not alone, you know, because you're surrounded by the divine unconditional love of the universe. Okay, so love yourself even though you have a lack of trust in you and another person. If you have this addiction, love yourself. If someone else has an addiction, love them. Don't enable them. Learn something new about love and about yourself. And then when it comes to the Six of Swords, the Devil, and the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Page of Pentacles. So here is you in this message that's coming in. I highly, highly believe that this Ace of Pentacles is the same pentacle that's in this card here. Now, the only difference, this is kind of like the Fool, okay? This is an Earth sign Fool. Someone who is young in an Earth sign. But this is a risk financially that you're taking, Aquarius, and it might be what causes some brief chaos at the end of the month. This might be what is causing you to travel and leave behind something that's emotionally unstable. The Six of Swords is you leaving a person, place, or thing at the beginning of October. And you know, this could also be something that's being offered to you by a Capricorn. There could be some sort of Capricorn energy that's contributing here to finances, because this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So there is some kind of new beginning with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, I feel like either they don't trust you because of something that was done invisible in the past, or you don't trust them because of that. If you're not dealing with an earth sign, then you're dealing with toxicity, addictions, manipulation, financial manipulation, career energy. I think some of you guys are changing careers this month too, or there's just changes in your career, like more money, less money. I see more money though, especially with this Page of Pentacles. This is a messenger. Every page is a messenger. So there could be certain earth signs that are talking to you in this month, especially towards the end of the month. But this is a new financial opportunity, like where you were chained somewhere for a very long time, Aquarius. But this increase in money, this increase in finances is going to allow certain opportunities to come in. Now you have the financial abundance to start this new beginning, and this is another studious energy. This is another learning energy, okay? Behind the Page of Pentacles, we have the Fool. I just said that. I said that the Page of Pentacles is an earth sign Fool. So some of y'all are dealing with fools that are earth signs. A Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn who's being foolish. But, you know, I don't feel that. I feel like this is a new beginning financially. I feel like this is a risk that you're taking financially. And it has to do with this chaos. But you get the money for it at the end of the month. So you're like, fuck it. You know, I'm just going to try this. You know, you're defending yourself. You're defending this new beginning. But this is definitely a new beginning, a financial risk that you're going to have to take. And you're going to have to keep the faith, Aquarius. You know, and we have the Nine of Cups. So this is also going to be a wish fulfillment. Scorpio got that as well. So certain wishes are being granted this month. And, you know, I feel like you're going to have the money to do it, to plant this seed. Okay, at the end, this could be that Taurus full moon for some of you guys. Alright, but Taurus is your 4th house of emotion, so I can't wait to talk to you guys about that in a couple of weeks, so be on the lookout for that. But I really do see that there's just a lot going on, Aquarius. Don't worry too much about the chaos that happens at the end of the month. It's probably going to be financial chaos for most of you. You're just going to worry about how this is going to get paid. Some of you may experience the brief loss of a job, but you're going to walk into a new job in November. Like, this is financial chaos for most of you, or chaos in your home environment. Just financial chaos. I feel like you're just going to be worried, like you always are, about ends meeting. But you know, Page of Pentacles, the Fool, Ace of Pentacles, new beginning financially. It's a new physical beginning. So it's something that you can see. It's something that's physical, that you can touch, and it's a new beginning. In your present moment, there is certain toxic manipulation you need to be careful about, because it's hidden and it's invisible. It's a subconscious energy, and you're losing trust in it. You know, and, you know, as far as your past, there was something that you thought about leaving or left. There was somewhere that you traveled in your past that you could potentially learn something new about. Maybe you just need to try new waters, test new waters, Aquarius, because the waters you've been in have been extremely emotionally unstable. And I seen that you were obedient. You were obedient in your past to these waters, this person, place, or thing. But now it's time to try new things emotionally. Okay, and that may cause you to do some traveling. So hopefully this helped out, Aquarius. There's a lot of different messages here. I think they're going to apply to all of you in different ways. So please comment below how your October went, and, you know, if this resonated, if this kind of was off. I'm really excited to see what's going on with you guys. So yeah, let me know what you thought. Thank you so much for watching. And other than that, I will talk to you guys on the Taurus full moon. And if I don't see you there, I will talk to you in November. Bye, Aquarius.